Today I'm going to be working on a project that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. I found a dead roadkill Kestrel about a year or so ago, and I had a pretty good plan of what I wanted to do with it, so I was just waiting for a second bird. So when I came across this brown-headed cowbird, it was pretty much exactly what I needed so that I could start working on this project. Taxiderming small birds like this cowbird isn't the easiest thing to do because the skin is super thin, like tissue paper, and everything is very small and dainty on them, so you got to kind of work slow with it so you don't rip a big hole in it, but if you just take your time with it, you can get it done fairly easily. Once you get the main body skinned out and you get the skin pulled down towards the head, you have to use your knife around the ears to loosen it up so you don't rip it, and then go down past the eyes, and then you can start cleaning up the skull. It's super important to remove all of the brains from inside of the skull. For that I use Q-tips because they help absorb a lot of the stuff that's in there, and they work pretty well. After you get the skull cleaned up, then you have to clean all the meat off of the leg bones and the wings. After you get as much meat cleaned off it as you can, the next step is to cover the whole thing with borax. After finishing up with the borax, it's time to add the eyes and then turn the head back right side out. The next step is to rebuild the body, and for that I'm using wood, wool, and twine. At this point it's time to start sewing it up. The last step for the cowbird in this mount is to place him on top of the post in a position to look like the kestrel has caught it. After getting the cowbird in position, it's now time to start on the kestrel. To attach the support wire for the head, I take a piece of wire, put a loop in the end of it, put that through the opening at the back of the skull, and then fill the skull up with hot glue. When you're turning the head of a bird back right side out, it's important to be really careful with it so you don't split the neck wide open. Sometimes it's a good idea to even rehydrate that skin just to make sure that it's not too dried out and helps prevent some problems. After all the wing and leg meat is removed, the next step is to give it a good coating of borax. For the main body of the kestrel, I again used wood wool and twine. The next step is to wire up the wings and the legs. After adding all the support wires, the next step is to sew it up. After I'm done sewing, I use a blow dryer on a cool setting just to try and fluff the feathers up to get them to start sitting in the right position. At this point, it's time to add the kestrel to the cowbird on the fence post, and this is where you can start to see this mount come together. After the kestrel is dry, it's time to add some paint to bring some color back into his face and feet. I'm really happy with the way this kestrel turned out, and I can't wait to do more mounts like this in the future.